This is end of the week me, just jumping in at the start of this video very quickly to say hello and welcome to any new subscribers. There's been quite a few of you over the last week or so thanks for joining in the channel. I hope you're going to enjoy all the content that's coming. This next video is a good one. There's a quick intro from me at the start, but then loads of action. So yeah, leave it to it. Hope you enjoy it all. What's up guys, welcome back to FarmStrong. My name's Jack and thanks for joining me on the channel again. It is currently Tuesday morning, but a busy Monday. Yesterday the combine was into some rape. It was pretty slow and steady progress for the combine though. It was working through the rape probably between 2.5, 3.5k. It was a good rape crop, so just with the volume of sort of material trying to get it through the combine and the green stalks really not helping. So slow progress in a fairly big block. Didn't manage to get finished up last night, so the last little bit has just been finished up this morning. I didn't have much to do with it. We're only running one grain trailer. There's no need to run two. So I did hop on the combine though, got some footage of the combine setting off and while it was running, so I'll drop that in now. Just tidied up the front of the rape heap. Now that's all in the shed this morning. And then we're going to be off to start some ryegrass. So hopefully go and get some footage of the combine setting off there. And then I'll be probably in the shed getting that all levelled off and heaped up and getting some air blown through it throughout the course of the day. So yeah, another harvesting week, be another busy week. I think the crops are starting to turn now. So we've got grass, beans, oats looking pretty close. So I feel like harvest has come fast and furious now. Driving past, you can see the green stalks, green straw, and that's cut about a foot high. Just tidied up the rate heap, pushed up, levelled it off and blown the floor back so it's nice and tidy. I think the majority of it came in the shed, just below 8%. You can probably hear the fans running. Some air blowing through it. All safe in the shed though. Just walking out in what was the seed kestrel, the barley, just to have a look at the straw while I was driving past. Lots of green straw when we're cutting it, so Dad's been in the field and turned it all over with the front rake. Hopefully cook some of that green straw off, ready for the baler. All well and good. Hopefully we get the contract baler in here within the next couple of days, get it baled and then get the bales in the shed. But yeah, we'll have a look at the straw. Definitely a little bit more straw out here than our other block. So yeah, we'll see how it's drying. Yeah, nice and dry in there now. See the dust coming out of it. And hopefully some of this greener stuff cooking off in the sun as well. So about 20 hectares this block and about 19. So nearly 40 hectares to bale. Moving the combine out of the block of rape, finished this morning. Short trip on the road to get it back to the farm. That's got the header on it behind me. She's a tight fit in some places. Apologies, pretty windy. First time using our Shelbourne Reynolds stripper on the 8900. Quick view of the stripper header while the combine stopped, so you can see all these fingers that strip the seed. Obviously that's rotating at a fair pace. First bit of grass in 2026. So, combine is in the field. We're just running one trailer. Can keep up with the combine fine at the moment. I'm in our big grain store where we're tipping the seed. This is only going to be where we're going to cool and dry it. We won't store it here. We store our wheat in the big shed here, but we'll cool and dry the grass seed, and then once we're happy, we'll move it out of here. So to be able to cool and dry the grass seed effectively, we're only storing it what is about 1.5 meters deep, maybe a little bit less. So we're tipping, trailer's tipping up one side, and then I'm just using the Kramer with the bucket to distribute the crop evenly, and then drag over the top, just to have a nice even depth to it all. So I try and get it looking like a bit of a carpet, hopefully no little lumps or bumps in it. But yeah, I like to start it all off nice and even, as then obviously it should dry and cool evenly also. So yeah, bit more technical in the shed for the grass seed. We've got to try and look after it. We want it nice and as light and sort of fluffy in the shed as possible. Yeah, don't want to be packing it in there with the bucket. So just picking bits up and feathering it in where it needs it. I'll try and grab a few, it's a bit dusty in here, but I'll try and grab a few clips of me doing it, so you get what I'm talking about, because I probably didn't explain it very well. I think this is the 4th tip coming into the shed. The trailer's tipped on the right hand side there. We're gonna scoop some up and sort of load the shed up from left to right. So I've loaded up the left of the bucket, and I can tuck that in against the wall first. Do another scoop, probably 2 scoops like that. Grab some for the middle now. Now that I've moved more of the seed to the left of the shed, I can work on the right side. So I've got most of the seed spread out now, and I'll start using the back of the bucket to level off the top to the same place that I'd previously levelled it off. And then if I've done a good job, it should look like that after every load. And what I'll do now is I can open another vent up. Now we've got more seed in the shed here. I'm going to continually open vents up along the tunnel here to keep blowing air through it. And now I've got a bay full. I'm also going to start the stirrers running back and forward as well. So the stirrers will run front to back of the shed, and they'll also traverse side to side. And they're obviously going to bring seed from the bottom of the heap to the top and constantly circulate it. Quick view of the fan shed, so you guys get what I'm talking about when I say blowing air. We've got 3 big fans here, electrically driven, that blow air down that tunnel. So I've just got 2 running at the moment. When I've got more vents open down the shed, we'll have 3 running. It's 9:30 p.m. Didn't quite finish the field, 3 hectares to go. So we'll be back for it in the morning. It is Wednesday afternoon. Just popped up to the grass field where Dad's started mowing. Just going to relieve him and take over. Combine's going to set off in the field next door where we didn't finish off yesterday. Got about 3 hectares or so to finish up there. So cracking on, nothing else urgent today. So just to finish up a bit of combining, get that ready to go, get that blown down after the job and get that ready to go into something else. And then a bit of disc mowing for me out here. So I've got the Fendt 820 on the mower. Normally 724 goes on it, but that's on the cart. So we've got GPS guidance on the 820 as of last year, so you can sit on the mower no problems. And then got a Chrome disc mower. I think it's about working cuts just under 4 meters, about 3.8. So yeah, making a pretty good job of it. Nice cab view today. Proper bit of farming. So just running through the order of proceedings with the grass. We've obviously been in here with the combine, with the stripper header, stripped the seed, and obviously got the standing grass in the field now, which I'm disc mowing. Once I've mown it, we'll ted it out, let it dry, and then come in with the baler. And obviously this is a first year grass crop, perennial ryegrass. We'll grow it for 2 years, so we need to take the hay off it. We'll then manage it through the winter. We might top it 2 or 3 times. You could graze it with sheep, and then we'll obviously let it grow into our 2nd year crop for harvest 27. And then post-harvest 27, so once we've had 2 harvests off the crop, we'll take the hay off it again, and then we'll plough it up ready for a cereal. I'm going to sign the video off for Wednesday here. Got into the new field, just done 6 laps of the headland and opened up an AB line down the tram line behind me. Probably going to crack on for a couple more hours. That'll take me to about 8 o'clock-ish this evening, and hopefully that'll just leave a couple hours mowing tomorrow morning to finish it up. But yeah, been ticking along, all fine, no issues, so yeah, pretty spot on. I keep saying this, but it's a very hot Thursday morning, just gone past 10 o'clock, it's 28 degrees already. Weather app says we're getting up to 33 today, which to be honest is a bit unbearable. But just dropping off the grown mower off the 820, I finished up the mowing. I didn't get done last night, took about an hour and a half or so this morning, but all nice and easy. GPS actually did give me a little bit of grief, decided not to work, so bloody had to steer it, didn't I? But all good, nice to do a proper bit of tractoring, as Clarkson would call it. Nice bit of up and down in the field. Unhooking this because we're going to put bale trailers on. We're expecting the contract baler here any minute, so he's going to start off in the barley straw. We've got the 5 fields to do that we've combined, so we'll be having 2 flat trailers, our 2 big flat trailers which are there, and two fork trucks, one in the field, one in the shed, moving and stacking bales. So yeah, all that to come. So we've got 2 big flat bale trailers here which we'll use for the straw. Just sticking one on the 724 now. Dad's sticking the 820 on the other. Just gearing up to start moving some bales now. Dad's going to run in the fork truck in a second, but baler's been here an hour or so, done about 55 or so bales out in that field, and just coming into this field now. And he's baling what are sort of 6 stringers, so they're about 120 by 90 is the size. We like having them in these big bales as they're just quick and easy to move. We've had 4 stringers before, but they're a bit trickier to handle, and obviously with the extra volume you've got more to move. So baler just out in front of the wood there. I'll try and catch him coming past in a second. Compulsory today to leave the tractors running with the aircon on. Not worried about the cost of diesel. Unfortunately, I can tell you pretty much nothing about big balers, apart from the colour of them. Dad with the Kramer and the flat grab, that'll pick up 3 at a time. Best for laying them on trailers. And then we'll use the Heath Engineering super grab in the shed. I just said 3 at a time, but it's 2 at a time. It's the smaller 4 stringers that are 3. Just getting Dad to move those to the side of the trailer a little bit. So I think we'll stack these 3 high on the trailer and then go 3 back. That's what a full trailer looks like. I'm going to jump on the 820 now and load this up. Got a fork truck out in the field and Dad in the shed now with the super grab, so yeah, got a little system going in where we pull in, pull out, and get it done as quickly as possible. You'll probably notice we're not using any straps, but not going on the road, only short trips, so no need to strap them down, and they're pretty stable, only 3 high, with careful driving of course. So stacking the straw in the lean-to here, and get 2 wide in that bay Dad's in at the moment, and 3 wide in this bay, and obviously get as high to the roof as possible. We're probably baling some wheat straw as well this year, which we don't always do. So we'll be trying to get them in nice and tight in the shed. Probably got 50 acres of wheat straw here too, so that'll definitely fill up this left-hand side of the shed. All this space, middle bay and the right side lean-to, will all be filled up with hay, small conventional bales. The only thing that's better than the turbo noise on the 820 is the fact you can open the front window and listen to it. Into the last field with the straw now. A couple of hours and we'll be tidied up. Pull on the JCB. Shed is filling up nicely. Baler's just left the field, said 268 total. So I think that's a pretty good number considering the year. Every farmer's annoyance, the metallic balloon. I'm officially a hot, sweaty mess, but that's 266 bales in the shed. Broke 2. Never mind, need to spread some straw on the floor from here anyway, so yeah, good day done. Bloody hot, need a rest. It is Friday afternoon. I might normally be saying it's the end of the week, but as it's silly season, Sunday is definitely the end of the week. You probably noticed behind me, I've got the hay tedder on. I've just spent sort of 2 or 3 hours or so tedding out one of the grass fields that we'd already done, and I'm just coming into where I finished off the mowing yesterday morning. I'm going to ted this one out for the first time, but yeah, I had a fairly steady morning, catching up on a few jobs. Testing some of our grass seed that was in store, and a few other things, but the combine was running, started early, set off at 5 o'clock this morning to do a field of winter beans, and it now should have moved into some grass seed, but it's got the pickup header on rather than the stripper header, so hopefully I'll swing by there later and grab a few clips of that so you can see that. As that's a little bit different, a bit more interesting. Thought I'd actually just jump out and yeah, show you around the tedder quickly. Not too much to it, but thought I'd do it anyway. So we got ourselves a Pottinger 8 rotor hay tedder. Yeah, fairly simple bit of kit really. Obviously mounted, you saw it folded up on the back. Hydraulics to unfold. It's also got hydraulics to twist the wheels. so we can pitch the tedder, depending on what way you're going around the headland, we can pitch it into the field so that it doesn't throw the hay out into the verge, into the margin. So that's how we control that. Other than that, fairly standard to most hay tedders really. What we'd just be careful of is, well, Handley, the 828 has got a hydraulic top link, so nice and easy to set this up really once we're in the field. Obviously we want the tines picking up the hay, but not scratching up the ground, so we can just set that when we get into the field. So that's got a little pin at the top here which we release so that it can follow the tractor when you're in field. But other than that, yep, just like any other tedder. Got the 828 on it, which a lot of you are probably thinking 280 horsepower is a bit too much for a hay tedder. Yes, I agree, but this is sort of the spare tractor come the summer, with the two smaller ones generally on carting duties. So yeah, and the aircon is nice and cold on this, so I'm happy. And if you're not familiar with hay tedding or hay turning, I'm just spreading out the rows so you can see the rows that have been made when it's been cut with the disc mower. So we're just picking up that hay and spreading it out and give it a chance to dry in the sun, and then that'll get rowed up ready for baling. Got the GPS running, so fairly lazy farming, just keeping an eye out the back window, pushing a few buttons, but running up and down the field at 8k, and we're about 8 meters working width, so get through this fairly quickly. Should be done here in a couple of hours, and then hopefully check out how the combine is getting on. It's a new day, but I'm in the same place. I'm tedding some hay out, doing this field for the second time, so got a couple of hours tedding in here. I was going to finish the video off for yesterday in the yard, but me and Dad had a drive over to see the combine, and as we did, we noticed some black smoke out in the distance in the next door village. So with the worry about field fire, etc. at the moment, we thought we'd go and investigate, and found a couple of chaps having a pretty large bonfire in their garden, which was just crazy. This garden was one side of the road, and the other side was a large field of standing wheat. So pulled over to try and re-educate them on the error of their ways, and they were just oblivious to the fact that they could have set a whole field of wheat alight pretty easily. Luckily there was a large hedge where they were having a bonfire, but yeah, the other side of the road was a big field of standing wheat, and they were just clueless to the fact that they could have caused a serious fire, and then that field was right next to the village. So and with the wind direction, it would have had that alight and going, yeah, just in no time at all. So you just can't believe it that a 50-year-old bloke has just got no idea that lighting a bonfire in a heat wave is a bad idea. They just didn't think about it whatsoever. So yeah, we weren't the first people to pull over and tell them about it, and I think the next door, one of our farming neighbours, had already called the fire brigade as he was so concerned. So yeah, not a moan, but people do just need to think about what they're doing. No idea. That's a wrap on this week's video, guys. If you stayed this long, well done. But as always, thanks for watching. Take it easy. See you on the next one.